Hey, what's going on, guys? Shane here. So today I'm just going to be going over the student starter set that I got when I started tech school about 4 months ago. So all the tools that you see here that I've laid out, they're going to be either Bluepoint or Snap-on. So the reason being is that the school that I go to, they have a partnership with Snap-on. So Snap-on has a student program. I think it's called like Student Excellence Program, something like that. So basically what they do is they partner up with different campuses that teach automotive tech. They'll give about 50% off to the students, and then they also get a starter kit. So the starter kit is what you're looking at right here, not those items, sorry. Those are tools I'm going to get to in a minute. That's ones that I got after I started tech school. So all the ones here are the ones that I started out with, and it's what most people are going to be starting out with if their school is partnered up with Snap-on. So down here I just have the sockets laid out. So we got, I think it was 6 different socket sets, but I got one of mine mixed up with another student, so I am missing one at the moment. I have to find out which one that is. But we got the 12-point sockets here. These are 3/8 inch. So I don't really use these too often, to be honest. As you can see, they're like super clean, because I prefer the 6-point sockets just because 12 points tend to round out bolts that are 6-point, because it's not what they're meant for. So don't really use these too much, but I guess they could come in handy. So all these sockets, I think they're metric for the most part. So over here we have the 1/4 inch drive. These are the deep sockets, 6-point as well. And then we have, oh yeah, these are the SAE sockets down here. So these are standard. So yeah, these don't really use these too often either. I usually use the metric sockets, but I guess the standard could come in handy one day, so have those there. Down here we have the Allen sockets. So yeah, a pretty decent set here. It's all metric. So we have an impact socket, so it's actually a flip socket. So if we take off the extension here, one sec. So you can actually put an extension in both ways. So it's a cool little set, so you can either go in that way or that way, depending if you want. I think it's 19, and then the other side is 21 millimeters. So yeah, it's a pretty decent set right here. Taking off tires for the most part. So right here we have the picks. These are for taking off, I guess, hoses, stuff like that. And if you gotta dig in, gotta seal out, anything like that. And we have the mini screwdrivers here with the fat end on them. So this one's a flathead. This one is the Phillips. Down here we have a long flathead. Comes in handy a lot. Used as a pry bar a lot of the time, to be honest, which is probably not the best idea. Right here we have the ballpoint hammer. So this one's good. It's Bluepoint, but it's a good quality tool. Here we have the rest of the screwdrivers. So we have a Phillips head, flathead. How you
doing?
Hello.
Just checking on the new door.
We have a test light. This comes in handy for testing fuses, stuff like that. So right here we have the pliers. We have various different kinds here. So we have the combination, I think C-clamp pliers is what they're supposed to be called. Probably not the proper name, but then we have the wire cutters here. These come in a lot of handy. So you can get the different sizes for wire if you're trying to trim them down, and then you can also just cut them at the top here. Nice. Here we have the needle nose pliers, and then we have the actual wire cutters. These come in handy a lot. So yeah, all good quality, all Snap-on. Besides this guy right here, this one is Bluepoint. Not really sure about these pliers actually. I think they're used for taking off maybe spark plug boots, I don't know, something like that. But if anyone knows, comment down below. I just haven't bothered to ask anybody about these. Yeah, they're in there. Here we have a gasket scraper. This is good rebuilding transmissions, engines, stuff like that. Maybe you just have to scrape off a gasket if you're putting on a new one. Yeah, I haven't really used this too much either, but Snap-on, good quality. Peel off the end here so you guys can see it. There we go. Oh, that's sharp. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Here we have an impact. So this is an air impact made by Bluepoint. It is a 1/2 inch drive. So the reason we have this guy is so that we can use it with our impact socket, then up in, and it goes on the gun like that. You do need air for this gun. It's not an electric gun, so you gotta keep that in mind. Right here I have a multimeter, so this can do a lot here. It can do voltage, current, stuff like that, amperage, you name it. Haven't really used this too much. I have used it in the first unit that we started, which was electrical, so that came in a lot of handy when I was doing that. It comes with the wires and everything obviously on the side. So down here we have the wrenches. So pretty much all the sizes in here besides the 20 millimeter, and doesn't go past 21. So it starts all the way down at 8. Oh, actually it skips 9 too, I forgot to mention that. So it goes 8, 10, 11, all that, all metric. Down here, I forgot what these are called, but it's a different type of wrench. So double-sided. Yeah, all these wrenches, they have the box end on them, 12-point box end. So not too bad. I like to have a 6-point, but it is what it is. Good wrenches. It did come with this bag as well, and it goes up to I think 85 foot-pounds, something like that. But yeah, good for engine stuff. Obviously can't do like lug nuts, anything like that with this, because you don't want to go too close to the maximum, which is like 85, and most lug nuts are going to be like 80 to 100. So yeah, not good for everything, but it can do most stuff that you need. So yeah, not a bad tool. Here, Snap-on has the flex head on it. So some of the tools that I got when I started is the magnetic tray. So this is coming in a lot of handy so far. Put this up on a car while you're working on it. Throw all the fasteners in there. Maybe if you want to throw like a pair of pliers or something like that in there, you can. It's going to hold them. So here we have hose clamp pliers. So I bought these because my Volkswagen has a lot of hose clamps on it, I realized, and many other cars have the same. So these come in a lot of handy for grabbing the hose clamps, taking them off real easy. Just saves you a little bit of struggle, because with regular pliers they do tend to slip off, which can be annoying. Here I have a magnetic tool. It goes very long. If I can extend it like that, pick up pretty much anything magnetic. It's very nice. So this is only like $5, bought that on the side. Magnetic tray was like 10 bucks maybe. You could probably find them cheaper. So here I have a pry bar. So this one is Snap-on. Stole this from my dad, but I do recommend getting a pry bar if you're going to be doing automotive mechanics, because you do not get one in your Snap-on student set, and they do come in a lot of handy. You're definitely going to need a pry bar. So you don't have to get a good one. You can get one pretty much anywhere, nice and cheap. Don't need a special one like I have, even though this one's not that special, but whatever. Here I have a serpentine belt tool. So I haven't used this too much, but it does come in a lot of handy. I'm trying to take a drive belt off, so I definitely recommend having that boy. Here's a light. So this is a $15 light. It was just on Amazon. Real cheap, but it is bright. Has a magnetic bottom there. That's very good for attaching to like the hood. Maybe you want to like hold it in place, and the light does flip all the way around like that, which is nice. So yeah, only 15 bucks. Link in the description below if you guys want to check out this light, but highly recommend getting a light. So down here we have the Milwaukee M12 Fjord. A very fancy tool here. So this is my favorite tool probably so far. So I bought this just a week ago actually, but very happy with this so far. It's a solid tool. I'm going to be doing a review on it probably pretty soon, just so you guys can get a better idea of what it's like. But yeah, it has a lot of power for what it is. 3/8 inch drive, because it's what I use a lot. So yeah, this comes a lot of handy. I have sockets in here, impact, or not sockets, I have the extensions in here. My sockets are actually in the bag here. Yeah, these are just the cheap sockets, so, but they get the job done, so I can't complain. Right, here we have a tire pressure, what do you call it, tire gauge. So I do use this a lot, especially on inspections, because when we bring in a new car we gotta do an inspection on it. So gotta do all the tires on it, check them out, see how they're doing. Definitely use this guy a good amount, so that's a good tool. It's made by Blue Point, even though in Blue Point, by the way, is if you guys are wondering, pretty much the same as Snap-on. Snap-on, I think it's just like a cheaper version of Snap-on. I'm not quite sure, but we do have some Blue Point in here, and I don't really mind. I mean, they work just as well in my opinion. Haven't had any problems with this, any of my other Blue Point stuff so far, especially that impact. The impact down here has been treating me very nice, so I do like this guy. But yeah, this is the bag that we got when we started. So I do have a few extra tools that I got. That's a scanner that I have. I got that just for doing quick stuff. But yeah, this is the bag that we got. Not the best bag in my opinion, just because I had to glue up the front here. All of it came apart, but no big deal. It has wheels on it, all that, so it is pretty easy to get around. You just drag it like that. So pretty nice, not too shabby. The hand tools that we got, so I laid them all out here. We only got 3 ratchets here. So we have a 3/8 inch ratchet, and it has the swivel head, which comes in a lot of handy. And this one's actually quite long, so get a good amount of leverage on that one. Have some extensions, all Snap-on. Then we have some swivel adapters. These are cool. So this one's 3/8, and then this one's a 1/4 inch drive. Have a 3/8 inch ratchet here, so this one's really good. And then just a little baby ratchet here, 1/4 inch. Extensions for that as well. Here we have a little magnetic tool. This is good for if you lose a fastener, maybe somewhere down deep in the engine. You just have to go pick it up, just like that. Yeah, it comes in a lot of handy. I have used this a good amount. It's nothing fancy. You can buy these online for like 50 bucks probably. I think my school actually got this. Oh yeah, this isn't Snap-on, by the way. I forgot to mention that in the beginning, but when I said all the tools are Snap-on, because they're not, but have this guy. Pretty good. You plug it in to pretty much any car, and it will read the codes on it and put various info on the iPad that we were given. So I forgot to include that. We did get an iPad when we started. It was an iPad, I'd say 2, 3. It's one of the newer iPads, and it's been serving me really well. So far it came with a case and everything, so that's how we get our information. That's how we do our homework, stuff like that. So that pretty much wraps it up for all the tools I started out with. So if you guys have any questions about anything I mentioned in this video, just leave a comment down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.